guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, if you guys seen my previous video, you guys know that I did a review and I did a look on the Jaclyn Morphe Vault collection. But for today, I wanted to go ahead and use another palette just to give my true and honest opinion on all the palettes. I can't just go based off of one palette or two. I know the previous videos are going to probably be annoying because they're going to be focusing on these palettes only. But I'd rather give you guys my honest and true opinion, and this is the way that I can give you guys my honest opinion. So the first video that I did go ahead and upload was just swatches of the whole collection. I didn't swatch all of them. If you guys seen that video, you guys know what I'm talking about. I only did a few of them. The second video, I did a look focusing on the Ring the Alarm palette. So for today's video, I wanted to go ahead and do a look focusing on the Dark Magic palette, which is the cooler tone palette. So we can just get right onto the video. So to start off, I went ahead and I primed my eyes already. I'm creasing a little bit. So to start off, I want to say this look is going to be the one that Jaclyn did with this palette, just because it's nice, honestly. So I'm going to begin by taking the shade Potion, which is this green color right here. It's like an army green, kind of. And I'm going to apply it with my Morphe E23 brush. Okay, so this color did come out pretty pigmented on the brush. And I'm just going to remind you guys, I never go in with like colors like this. I kind of always start off with like a transition color. But okay, so right off the bat, this one was really pigmented, as you guys can see. And then I'm just going to slowly start to blend that in. So this one is pretty much blending out really nicely like the other palette did. It's not giving me too much trouble. So this is how this one's starting to look. I feel like when I first applied the color, it looked way more like pigmented than it does now after it got blended out. But I'm going to go back in one more time and just apply that color, just to kind of bring back the intensity that was initially there when we had first applied it. I'm going to go in with a clean brush, and I'm just going to kind of go over the edges. Okay, so then the next color that we're going to go in with, I'm going to take my B-Bella NG329 brush, and I'm going to take Inside Job. It's like a darker green, kind of like a bluish greenish color. And then I'm just going to put that into the crease. So you can see it looks a little bit more blue. I'm just going to go back and forth between the two. So this one, it's still pretty much applying pretty intense, as you guys can see. I feel like these colors were a little bit harder to kind of blend down and get them to kind of mesh together. But intensity-wise, it's still there. I'm going to go ahead and grab a flat shader brush. This is from BH Cosmetics. And then I'm going to go in with Trickery, which is like that green shimmer shade. And I'm going to first apply it without any spray. So you guys can see that one was really pigmented, as she explained. I'm going to go with a smaller brush. This one's from BH Cosmetics. And I'm going to take a little bit of Inside Job and Potion. And then I'm going to kind of just stick that into the center, kind of where the Trickery and Inside Job kind of meet, just to blend them together. So again, like I did mention, I feel like these were a little bit harder to blend out, but I feel like I blended it out as best as I could. The pigmentation is still there, and the intensity is still there. Again, just the blendability, it was a little bit on the more difficult side. I'm gonna just get more of that shade Trickery, and this one I'm gonna spray my brush with Fix Plus. With some Morphe setting spray, just to get it a little bit more intense. I'm going to take a smaller brush. I'm going to take this brush from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's the one that comes in the palettes, I should say. And I'm going to take Busted, which is that blue shade, and I'm going to apply that to the bottom. Oh, okay. Can you see how pigmented that was? And then I'm just going to go ahead and take the other side. And I'm going to take a little bit of which is like that brown, and a little bit of Potion, just to kind of go ahead and smoke out the bottom. And then now I'm going to take a kind of pointed brush, and I'm going to take the shade Power Cut. It's like a shimmer shade. And I'm going to mix it with Diversion. It's another shimmer shade. And then I'm going to go ahead and wet my brush with, not Fix Plus, just that setting spray. I think that's good for now. So I'm going to go ahead and apply my lashes, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so this is pretty much the completed look. So I do have to say, for the Dark Magic palette, the colors were a little bit harder to blend out. But I think for me personally, it's because I don't really go in with these colors on like a day-to-day basis. And then not even on a day-to-day basis, but I don't really use these colors when I do my eyeshadow. But overall, I feel like the look came out really, really good. They're really, really pigmented, honestly. They definitely did swatch way differently than they did on the arm. Like I did say, we have to be realistic, and we're going to be applying the shadows to our eyes, not to our arms. But as for the Jaclyn Hill Morphe Vault Collection for the Dark Magic palette, I do recommend this one. As you guys can see, it came out really, really pigmented, and although it did take me a little bit time to blend it out, they blended out really, really nicely. But yeah, that was my final thoughts on the Dark Magic palette, and this is the look that I came up with. If you guys enjoyed, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you guys aren't already. If you guys have not turned on your post notifications, make sure to hit that bell button so you guys are notified every single time I upload a new video. Or just leave me your thoughts, what you think on this look, what you think if you have the Vault Collection. Just feel free and leave me your comments down below. I really want to get to start to like interacting with you guys. And that's pretty much all I have to say, and I will see you guys on the next one.